Okay, viewers, I've just come into the Classic Audio room here at the Capitol Audiofest, and there's John Wolf with Classic Audio. John, how are you?
Hi, Peter. Nice to see you.
Good to see you too. We were just talking before we fired up the video camera about the differences between a field coil driver and a permanent magnet driver. John, could you explain to the viewers the differences? You've been using field coils for about 8 years now.
Field coils have a better hold on the voice coil than does a permanent magnet. So when the audio signal is going through the voice coil, it's counteracting the magnetic field that's making it work. The field coil has better control of that voice coil and only allows that voice coil to do the things that it's being told to do rather than overshooting in both directions. So up until this year, I've been doing field coils with underhung coils on my woofer, which means that you have a very thick top plate and a very thin coil, audio coil. This doesn't allow for much cone movement because you never want that coil to leave the magnetic field. So with this in the back of my mind earlier this year, if you want to really extend your bottom end and move some air, you need cone movement. If the field coil really does what it's supposed to do and control that coil, then let's try an overhung coil so we get long excursions where we can really move some air. So an overhung coil is a very tall audio coil and a very thin top plate, whereas most of your audio coil is never in the magnetic field, but it allows you to have good cone movement, softer suspension, deeper, more robust bass. So our first endeavor was to choose a cone and a coil, but who makes a better cone and coil than TAD? So with a basic TAD cone, I built a field coil motor that would adapt itself to the TAD, voice coil, and frame. This 42-pound monster is what we came up with.
Look at that. I went to pick it up, and during the shot here,
Yeah.
I couldn't pick it up.
There's 12 pounds of copper wire, 18 gauge copper wire inside that, and it's basically a donut. That's making the magnetic field that allows that voice coil to sing. So our T3 model has a 15-inch lower woofer, which used to contain a standard TAD, non-field coil, 1602 motor and cone. And that was our extension of getting 20 cycles out of this system here. So at Rocky Mountain, we had this loudspeaker loaded with a field coil version of that 1602 woofer. And now at Capitol, because of this massive room that we have, we finally got a room that'll allow the T1s to breathe with our 18-inch version.
Well, let's listen. We were sitting here for the past 15 minutes, and it's the best bass I've heard out of the T1 yet.
Yeah, I'm very pleased. As soon as we fired these up late Wednesday night, we could could feel the difference in this speaker, which, you know, I've been building this speaker now since 1998, and you know, it's in its fifth iteration. I'm really not going to change the model number again to a .6 with the different lower woofer. This will just become our standard 18-inch woofer now.
How about that?
In our T1.5s.
How about that? Well, viewers, the system is sounding superb. We're going to listen to it in a moment. We have a Purist audio cabling in the system, and we have a Technics turntable with a triplanar arm in the system. We have a pair of Navicron amplifiers from Atmosphere,
Yes.
and they're right over there, viewers. You can see them. We'll take a little zoom in on those guys. Beautiful tube amps. Output transformer less. Rather cool system here. Field coil OTLs.
Yep.
Nifty.
Perfect match. 16 ohm load speakers. Very easy on an amplifier to drive.
Well, let's turn this up. This is sounding very good here, okay?
All right.
Okay, here we go.
Well, we said those words again last night, though I don't think we could call it a fight. But be careful, because you know someday I might fly away. Your coldness is getting to be too much. You seem to shrink away from my touch. When I try to talk, you roll your eyes. Is it time to say goodbye? We don't hug, we don't kiss. I don't understand how it's gotten to this. I know we're trying to live day by day, but I might fly away. I feel your heart is on the far side of the moon. There's no way that I can reach it. There's no way to bring it back. I feel your heart is on the surface of the sun. There's no way that I can touch it before it shrivels and turns black. Doesn't matter if it snows and sleets. Doesn't matter if it rains in sheets. Doesn't matter if it's cold and gray. I might fly away. Just say the words, please say the words. Just say we'll give ourselves a brand new start. Just say the words, please say the words. Oh, say anything, let it come from your heart. If this is the end, is it's you I can talk to. You're my best friend. We were sure we'd be in love forever and a day. Now I might fly
John, that's the best I've heard your T1 sound. The coherency from the lower frequencies to the mid bass was way better than I've heard it before. And it was really a very seamless bass integration to the mid-range as well. So maybe a little bit of extended reach, maybe a little bit of more control and less distortion in the throw of the driver is really helping with the integration up into the mid-range. It's all about foundation, viewers. You get the bass right, and the rest of it's easy.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
And we keep trying.
Well, you're doing a great job. Thank you very much, John Wolf from Classic Audio Designs, talking about field coil drivers, and congratulations on the new driver.
Thank you.
Thank you.